All right, good morning. This is the 13th day of April 2022, and I thought it wise to answer this question that have been on the mind of so many traders, right? It has been a battle amongst traders for consistent profits. That means you see some traders, they do well for 2 weeks, and in 1 month they have blown all the profits they made, right? Or they'll make profit for consistently 3 months, and they'll use 2 weeks to blow up everything they have made, right? And we are tempted to ask the question, why is it that these things are this way? Or there are scenarios in which you'll find a trader that just joined a program, and in less than a month is doing so well, in less than 2 weeks is doing so well, and why there are still older struggling traders using the same strategy, using the same setups, nothing different, right? So that is a question I've come to answer, the why. Why is trading 70% psychology, right? Why is that many of us we talk more about psychology? You see us talking about manage your risk, you see us emphasizing on risk management, you see us emphasizing on greed management, you see us emphasizing on discipline, all those things, right? Now, I want to make this point that the fact that the financial market is so wide that you can make consistent income on um, um, let's say an unlimited basis makes it very easy to lose money, right? The fact that you can make so much money in a short while makes it so easy for you to lose money. That is why you'll find some traders that they make money today, lose it all tomorrow, and all of that is because the financial market gives an unlimited potential to make money, and hence in the process it also gives that unlimited potential for it to take back your money, right? Forex trading is actually the only business in which you are the one that pay yourself, right? No one is giving you a paycheck, maybe $100 a month, $30 a month. Nobody's giving you a paycheck. You're the one to use whatever strategy you have acquired or whatever skill you have acquired to take money from the financial market. There are billions of dollars in the financial market which are up for the taking if you know how to do it. So why is trading 70% psychology? Let's use this scenario. Let's assume that there are two people that are joined a mentorship program the same day, maybe Mr. A and Mr. B, right? Mr. A has about a project of a B, or let's say a project that requires him maybe about $500 to in the next 2 months, right? Why person B does not have any pressing issue, right? So you don't expect person A and person B to perform at the same level. Why? Because person A is under the duress or the pressure of making up to $500 before the end of 2 months in order to meet up to a bill or whatever he's having, right? Why person B does not have any psychological pressing issue or any bill at hand. So you can't expect these two traders to perform at the same level. Why? Because of the circumstances which are present. So it has nothing to do with the strategy. It's have everything to do with the psychology at that aspect, because the strategy actually works, right? So if the strategy works, then there is something more to trading. So for you to do well in your trading, you have to get your psychology in the right place. You have to get the psychology in the right place. And I'll just mention about 5 ways in which you can get your psychology in the right place. The 5 ways to get your trading psychology in the right place. So I'll just talk about this. Just give me a moment. This was an unexpected video, so I really plan to make this, but I just saw the need to make this at this point. So let's just talk about the ways to get psychology in the right place. All right. So the first way you get psychology in the right place is that you must think long term, right? You must think long term. Let's say ways to get psychology right. So the first way that you can do this is to always think long term. So when you come to your trading, you must think long term. Always think long term. Stop thinking short term profits. How to turn $10 to $1,000. How to turn $5 to $100 in a day. you should think long term. Why? Because the financial markets, they are not running away. Right? The financial markets will be as long as it is here to stay, because even more institutions are getting involved in this, because so many banks are involved in this, so many institutions are involved in this, so many companies. So we should think long term, right? If you stay long enough, how do you think long term? Right? You should see yourself in the future, right? Look at the future you want for yourself and make steps one step at a time, right? Not 3 or 4 steps at once, and make it one step at a time in order to meet up to that long term goal you have for yourself. So you should always think long term. That is how um get the psychology right. Always think long term. So you're not trading to make all the money today. You're trading to make consistent income for the next 10 years, for the next 15 years, for the next 20 years. You want to remain in the financial market for as long as possible. That's why you must always think long term. So you shouldn't be over leveraging to make all the money today. So think long term. Those are the ways you can get your psychology right. Think long term. So another way you should you can actually get your psychology right is that you should take let's say you should take compounded profits, right? So compounded profits over instant profits. So this is another way to get psychology right. Compounded profits over instant profits. Right. Now, why should you make compounded profits? The reason you should make compounded profits is that it proves that you know what you're doing. For you to make $10 today, you make it tomorrow, you make it next tomorrow, you make it consistently over a given period of time, proves that you have gained mastery. So the ability to make compounded profits actually proves that you get mastered. But you can make a wrong trade. What's one funny thing about the financial market? You can do a wrong thing and still make money. You can over leverage on a single trade and still make $1,000 on an over leverage trade. You can use the wrong approach and still make money. But the only thing that will happen is that you will never be consistent. Right? There are times that some of us, we have made $1,000 and we lost 2,000 the next week. So that is what happens when you are focused on instant profit instead of compounded profits. So when you are focused on compounded profit, there you apply risk management. You will know that you should not over leverage. You will have the patience to think long term, and you are focused on consistency over instant profit. So I would have said consistent profit over instant profit, right? It's not compounded consistent profit. So I'll just add that up: compounded consistent profit over instant profit. So you should focus on making profit for the next 1 year, next 2 years. Let it be compounded and consistent. That is, you are focused on growing your $10 account to 1,000 over the period of 6 months, over the period of 1 year. You're using a consistent approach to do it. Not just make money, all the money today and then you lose it tomorrow, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that if you want to get your psychology right, that is, you must think long term. Now, the next thing that you must do for you to actually get your psychology right is to get alternative source of income. So I have talked about this with my mentorship students. I will always say you should get an alternative means of income. Get alternative means of income. So that's the third way you can do this stuff. Get alternative means of income, right? So let's assume that you have a bill of $1,000 in the next 1 month, and your only source of income is trading. Believe me, you will be so in your head and you will never be able to make profits. You always want to meet up to the $1,000. Now, what if the market opportunity does not give you that leverage, or also there's no opportunity in the market to make that money? So you find out that you're forcing trades, you're doing wrong things just because you want to make that particular target of income in a month. So you all should get alternative means of income outside trading, especially if you're not consistent, you're just starting out, you're not new. Please go for other sources of income. Get a job, get involved in affiliate marketing, do something else. If you need to have a shop, whatever you want to do, sell clothes, whatever you want to do, just make sure you have an alternative means of income. So there's nothing better than trading when you know that you can still eat. That is, your food does not depend on trading, right? You can still eat, you can still have your bills paid without making profits from your trading. So you should get an alternative means of income. This is another way in which you can get your trading psychology right. And now the fourth way to get psychology right is was you must adopt risk management, adopt discipline and risk management. So even if since you are born, you've never been disciplined before, since when you come to trading, you must adopt discipline and risk management. So you must learn how to manage your risk. And this is how to get psychology right. Adopt discipline and risk management. So you must know how to manage your risk. You must know how to target profits. That means each trade you're taking, you're targeting more profits than each trade you lose. That means each trade you win should make it at least 1:3. You should know how to manage your risk. You should have a percentage of your accounting which you're risking per trade. You should know how to hold your trades in order to make income. I see so many traders that they know how to hold losses, but they cannot hold their profits. So what is the point of trading if you cannot hold your profits, but you can hold losses to get to minus $200? You can set that can be in a trade and to be minus 30 minus $50. But the minute it gets to plus 20, they have closed. So what is the point of trading when you cannot hold your profits? You're always cutting your profit short and allow your losses run. So you must adopt discipline. Discipline in the regards that when a trader has not given an entry criteria, you stay out. When a trader has not given you exit criteria, you stay. You must have trading rules, right? So I will talk about this more in my mentorship program. I wouldn't just want to talk so much about this here, but adopt discipline and risk management. You must adopt discipline. You must be disciplined in your trading, and you must apply risk management, right? I will not talk much of this. He that has an ear, let him hear. And the final thing that would help your psychology is that you must be patient. This is it. You must be patient. So you must adopt patience, right? You must be patient enough to wait for it. There are times that the market can take almost 12 hours in order to move. So you must be a patient person. You cannot be impatient and do well in the financial markets. You must be patient. Even if you're not patient, learn it. Every skill can be learned. Patience is a skill or an attribute that can be learned. You can learn patience. You can learn to be patient, right? You mustn't, some people, once trade just goes against them, they have closed. Or if trade has not moved, they will close. Just learn how to put your stop loss and allow your trade to run. You have seen your setup, put your stop loss and let the trade run. You mustn't be trying to force trade. Oh no, you will never do it that way. Adopt patience. So you must be patient with your trading, patient with your growth, and patient with whatever you're doing. In the next video, I will show you what an account growth curve should look like. I'm talking about accounts. I'll talk about trading account curves. So you will know the one that is consistent and the one that is not consistent. I will show you some secret about this. Is April. We're talking about psychology throughout this April, right? So in the next video, I'm talking about how an account should look like, right? Some people believe that an account should just be making profit. No. There's something they call a line of best fit. A line of best fit takes the average between highest and the lowest point. So your account should relatively go up. The keyword is relatively, not immediately, right? So you may have a little drawdown today. The idea is that your account is going up on the long run. So there are times in which you will have drawdown, but the point is that on the long-term basis, on a long-term perspective, your account is going up. So in the next video, I'm talking about account growth curve and all of that. So that is it. If you want to be part of my our mentorship program, it is the description. Please do well to join our Telegram channel, like this video, subscribe, share with your friends. Have a profitable day. Cheers and God bless.